Hi, I'm Christina Applegate.
And I'm Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
And this is
Messy. Welcome to Messy.
Oh, hello. Hi. Hi, I'm Christina. Welcome to Messy.
Jamie, welcome.
I am a little bit weirded out because we're going through one of those rivers again in Los Angeles, which is that weather system that is like pouring crazy town rain. Like not just a little rain, but like pouring crazy town mudslides. Really? Like we need this right now. Just thought. We need the rain. Thank you, rain. But we also are in a fire zone of, no trees holding up hills right now.
Do they do evacuations for that? Is there any sort of...
I don't know. I mean, this is the worst it's been since yesterday. So right in this actual moment, the rain is the worst.
Like the heavy rain.
Yeah.
When I forget, I mean, I lived there for 13 years. You'd think I'd remember. I forget in LA, when it rains bad, do you guys get like thunder lightning?
Sometimes.
Not really, right?
I lost a 200-foot tree from lightning one time. And it came across my entire yard and took out like 20 trees, like gone. Oh. All within a moment of time. So yeah, it's a little nuts.
Yeah.
But we get, where I live, our streets become rivers. Like we have the worst like system underneath the ground and it becomes like a river. You can't drive.
Well, because that's like the charm of where you live is that it's like old and, has so much history and sort of its vibe and its energy is so preserved and that's beautiful. But what also comes along with that is like not updated drainage systems. I don't know how else to say it.
No, and it's all like one lane streets and stuff. Right. So it's just really cuckoo town up here when it's like this. Well, not my fave.
Well, it's just hope that it's just washing away all of the things that it needs to and won't do any more damage.
It's supposed to go through tomorrow, I believe, and then we're done for a while.
Okay.
So anyway, we love our listeners. And as you now know, oftentimes we make an entire discussion over the things that you write to us. So we're really excited to get into it.
Do you want to dive in? I'll start.
Okay. Is this from Christy?
Yeah, because it's also from Christy. Because I think also their emails give us stuff to talk about.
Yeah, because sometimes we're like, do we talk about MS again? Or do we talk about life
Sure,
stuff?
we do.
We can talk about MS, but
you guys do give us inspiration of how more to talk about it. So here we go. Anyway, this is from Christy. To answer Jamie's question. Oh, yeah, I forgot I asked a question. Thank you.
What did you ask?
I asked about how did you get comfortable? Like when did you feel okay getting a mobility aid or, that, or do you struggle with using a mobility aid, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So to answer Jamie's question, not an easy answer from somebody who's on their third wheelchair upgrade. Once I started progressing, it happened relatively quickly over a few years. My last trip without a mobility aid was our family trip to Europe. I am so thankful we were able to go. Choosing to go out in public with a mobility aid is one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. Whether it's a cane, a rollator, a scooter, or a wheelchair. I made those decisions because they were necessary. Necessary to be a part of my kids' activities. Necessary to be less of a burden on my husband, and necessary to be able to travel and experience life. I'm still attempting to travel, even though it's difficult. Next week, I'm going to Jamaica for a week. It's going to be a challenge for sure. I don't have time to explain the complications of using the restroom when you can't stand up. I joke it's like traveling with a toddler, all this stuff. So go for it. Buy a travel chair or rent a scooter. Christy. Thank you, Christy, for sharing and saying that. You're right. It's weird because I forgot about this question and I forgot about this conversation, but last night I was actually talking to Cutter and I don't know how it came up. I think we were thinking about what would be a big gift we could get? Because we're not a really big gift giving family. And we were like, oh, when the kids turn 18 or when they graduate high school, we would love to give them the gift of pick somewhere you want to go in the world and the four of us will go. Because I think what sparked it too is our kids are getting at an age where I hate to say it, but they're like not annoying to like hang out with. Like they're off of school right now and we like love having them home. It's like fun. It's easier. It's like more enjoyable than feeling like you're just trying to keep them alive all day. And I started to get a little bum where I was like, oh, but like that's going to be so hard for me. Like that's going to be so different than what I would imagine. And, Cutter was like, but we'll do it. We'll figure it out and we'll do it. So I love seeing this email right after kind of that conversation and me sort of, I guess, feeling bad for myself or feeling concerned or doubting that I could have that experience because the truth of the matter is you can. It just comes with, like you said, extra planning and extra stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you've really put yourself out there in ways that you didn't think you could.
Yeah. And I mean, it's really hard for me to admit, but I didn't really enjoy anything,
Yeah.
because, and that's the hard part, I want to be able to enjoy, but because of the effort that goes into every step, and that's like literal and figuratively, it's like
Yeah.
every step is a challenge and like hard. So it's hard for me to like really embrace and enjoy. I mean, of course, when we go to see our family in the Netherlands, I love being with them. But to get out of the elevator at the hotel, to, all the things, walk to the car, or
Yeah.
even go get the bikes. Now, when I'm on the bikes, I'm happy. I'm good. But it's like all
Mhm.
those things. So for me, I don't know when that's going to change, when I get into more of an acceptance, but it's just exhausting for me. But I'm not going to stop, just because of this
Right.
dumb,
You
dumb
don't wanna
thing.
miss out on these moments with the people
No.
that you love, and, even when I went to Disney this past December and I had, like, the scooter everywhere, and I felt so bad for Cutter, like, every time we Ubered somewhere, he'd have to, like, take it apart and put it in the back, and, that was really our first experience with
Hmm.
that, which I know a lot of you listeners and a lot of people do on a daily basis. I don't mean to, um, insult anybody with the way I'm speaking about it. It was just our first time having to really do that for me to fully participate in this big family trip that my dad had planned for all of us. But, it doesn't come without feeling incredibly guilty and bad, and that's just, I think, part of the acceptance is that those feelings kind of come along with it, I think. And you've just got to allow yourself to kind of work through them and know that you're going to feel a certain way, but you'll never regret that you went, right? And I think that's
No.
like the moral of it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that we were talking about in our episode that aired, I think, a week ago. Or I don't know when this is. I don't know what today is, but
Who
anyway,
cares?
we talked about the lead up and lead up
Mhm.
to having to do something, even as we talked about whether it be going to lunch or like the lead up to like go to the dentist. I had to cancel my, like, to get my crown filled. I had to cancel because I couldn't even get down the stairs. And just the idea and the lead up of having to get to the office and the walk and the thing. And I'm complaining about something that a lot of people can't do at all. But I was like
You're not
terrified of it.
complaining. That's
I
an
was
you ha
terrified. I was terrified. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't, literally, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, cannot do this. I cannot park the car, walk to the thing, go up to the thing, go to the lobby, do the thing, lay there, people in mouth. I like couldn't do any of the things
Can I
because
tell
it
you
was too
something
much, man.
that's been happening for me lately though? And I feel like this might help or just think about this. So there's a lot of things in my house at a also like by the end of a day that normally I'll ask somebody to do for me. Or even if I'm alone in my house and I'm cooking or I'm doing things, there's extra little things like, oh, I need to get that from across the room or uh, I need to, go check on something in one of my kids' rooms or normally I would call out to somebody else to do it for me or I would just kind of put it off until later. Lately, I don't know what it is, but I've been making the decision to be like, I'm going to push myself a little bit to do it. And it's starting to become a habit for me where I'm pushing myself just enough where it's not like it's all of a sudden miraculously easy to do. It's difficult, but I'm doing more than I was before. And it's starting to bleed over into my stamina and my energy. I'm going to sit on it more so I can speak about it more eloquently and hopefully help more. But like, I think there is this really fine line of like what you can and can't do in your head. And every once in a while, I think the only way to kind of get over that hump is to give yourself the little bit of push. And I'm talking little things like getting the package from the front door to open it. Like normally I'd be like, I'd wait for somebody else to come home so I can see what was in there, or that's the thing I ordered. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna get up and go over there and do it. And it's shifting something within me that I'm gonna, like I said, still ruminate on and talk about here, but it's helping.
Yeah, I try to do that as much as possible, when even because I do have people here to help me, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, do you want me to get it?" And I'm like, "No, I have to do it.
Good.
I've got to do it." But there are those days, like I have to go to the bathroom. No one can do that for
Yeah.
me, lady.
Yep.
But I try to as much as possible. But when I'm that bad, and I think about the whole other thing, the 2 hours of being out in public somewhere, it's just
Yeah.
no. But I
Yeah.
have to do it sometime. I mean, I have a hole in my mouth right now. I got to get that thing filled. So
We need to
so we
fix
got to
that.
fill that thing.
What does that mean? Because I don't have a crown.
Okay,
I don't have
so
crowns. So what does that mean?
okay, I've never had one either, so it's all bizarro. I was in the hospital like many months ago, and I sneak in Jolly Ranchers because they usually don't let me have water. And for some reason, if I suck on a Jolly Rancher, it like hydrates my mouth, makes my mouth feel
Yeah.
like wet. There,
Yes.
there you go. And all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh, that's not Jolly Rancher," and it was half of my tooth had broken off. So there is the the warning of Jolly Ranchers. And so basically, like half of it's been kind of
Oh my God.
gone for a few months. So finally, my doctor was like, "You've got to get that a crown." So I went in a week ago, and they like drilled and ripped bits off. Oh,
Ugh.
so now I have an even bigger hole. So the crown's basically like a huge fake tooth, I guess.
Got it.
And it's my molar. So no, guys, it's not in the front.
Right.
But it's a hole right now. And I should have gone on Tuesday because now it's just a big gaping hole.
Did you reschedule? Do you have somebody that can help you take you to those things?
Yes, I can't drive right now.
You can't drive.
Not right now.
What about driving do you feel like you can't do?
The bottom of my feet, I've gotten so much worse with pain and numbness that
Mhm.
I haven't driven for a really long time, which is heartbreaking because Sadie goes, "When are you going to drive me to the bus again,
Yeah.
Mama?" I'm like, "I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm afraid to even get behind the wheel, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure I'd be okay, but with my hands tingling and stuff, and like things are just getting weirder, and so."
And is that what supposedly, I know we laugh about gabapentin, but is that what like gabapentin can help with the nerve pain?
Apparently. So I'm going to start taking it. I don't know why I keep putting it off. I think because it says it can cause nausea, and I'm like I need more things to
Oh,
cause more nausea in my ball of trauma.
right.
So I'm just afraid to try it because I already don't feel great all the time, and so I'm afraid of taking something that's going to make me feel worse. And it says drowsiness and all of that, and I'm like on top of the like MS fatigue. It's just like
Yeah.
It's almost like talking myself out of possibly having something work. Which what's that about? I
It
don't
could
know.
be that, or it could be
Mhm.
some intuition on your part. Because in the end of the day, like you have to be your own advocate, like doctors are dedicating their life to helping people who are sick and helping people feel their best. But if I learned anything from this summer and with Bo, like they don't know everything. And like you have to be an advocate for yourself and, what you know. And, you know, Maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
I mean, and also my physical therapist was like, no, don't take that. It's not going to work.
Okay.
He doesn't like it, but that doesn't mean anything. He's just, been his experience with certain patients of his.
Are you doing regular physical therapy?
I'm getting back into it. He just
Good.
texted me yesterday and he wanted to come today. And I said, well, we had this and then I'm got other stuff going on. So I'm going to try for Friday and we're going to try to do at least twice a week. Yeah, the last time he was supposed to be here, I was ill. So anyway.
And what do you guys do? Do you mind saying? Do you do like
He does
stretches, exercises?
some stretching and he has that that thing. What is it called? It's this thing. I know you guys
Scraper?
can't see it, so yeah, the scraper guy, the like metal scraper thing on the bottom of my feet. Some like pushing my, resistance work, band work. And then he forces me to go downstairs and get on the treadmill for 5 minutes.
That's huge. I don't think I could walk for 5 minutes. That's amazing.
I mean, literally at 2.
Yeah, but still.
2. And it's
better
like
than 0.
Clop,
Yeah.
clop sound of because I have to go on there with no shoes. So it's a clop, clop, clop sound.
Well, good. I'm glad you're doing that.
I know. I got to do something because I don't know. I mean, I've atrophied so much. It's really, really sad. Like my legs are like little sticks.
Yeah.
And then I have a big belly. And then more sticks up top. Anywho, you guys didn't need to know that.
But we can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
We'll table that for a minute.
Messy is sponsored by BetterHelp.
When you think about going through rough moments in your life and you think about who you turn to, you're talking about your support system. Your support system could be, your friends. It could be mentors, idols, favorite leaders in history. But the truth of the matter is, though your support system and those groups of people don't always have the answers. And I also think we live in a society that sometimes glorifies hyper independence, right? That we should all be doing things on our own. And neither of them are true. Therapy is a place where you can feel free to share your experience. You can feel free to share your deepest vulnerabilities, your feelings, and get concrete tools to help you get through life. Whether it's your children, whether it's an illness, whether it's friendships, no matter what it is essential to your well-being and your mental health. And nothing has to be terribly wrong to need therapy, want therapy, or use therapy. And when we're talking about therapy, we love BetterHelp. BetterHelp is fully online. It makes therapy very affordable, very convenient, and they serve over 5 million people worldwide. They have access to a diverse network of more than 30,000 credited therapists with a wide range of specialties. And by the way, if you don't vibe with your therapist, you can switch them, no extra cost. It's really a no-brainer when it comes to trying to find the best therapist for you.
So build your support system with BetterHelp, guys. Visit betterhelp.com/messy to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/messy.
Support for Messy comes from Function.
So what is Function, you ask? Well, Function is an all-in-one health platform that starts with over 100 advanced lab tests covering your entire body. That is heart, hormones, liver, kidneys, thyroid, autoimmunity, toxins, nutrients, and more.
Taking ownership of your health is very important. And with Function Health, you can take control through data. So instead of guessing what's happening inside your body, Function helps you know for sure. It provides access to 100+ advanced lab tests, and these tests include insights into thyroid function, hormones, liver health, heart health, autoimmunity, kidney function, nutrient levels, heavy metal toxicity, immune system, electrolytes, and believe it or not, more.
And I was going to say, because, okay, you go to the doctor, right? And you've got all these labs, and it's like lab after lab after lab. And usually these traditional annual checkups only cover 19 biomarkers. But with Function Health, it goes 5 times deeper, giving a comprehensive view that allows you to catch potential issues early and take proactive action. So, the first set of tests help establish a baseline of your health, giving you a starting point to compare future tests against. This makes it easy to spot changes, even subtle ones, and address them proactively.
It's also accessible and affordable. At $4.99 annually, the membership includes the cost of the 100 plus lab tests through their nationwide lab partner. And they have over 2,000 locations nationwide, making it accessible to a wider audience. And if you compare this to traditional healthcare costs, this could all reach up to $15,000 for all of these exact tests.
Function currently has a wait list, but they are offering our audience the chance to skip it. Head to functionhealth.com/messy or enter code MESSY when signing up to skip the wait list. That's functionhealth.com/messy and use code MESSY.
All right, you read the next email.
Good morning. I just finished my daily hour walk. Wow, Chica. Using my trusty walker and wanted to comment on Jamie's question of when did I come to terms with using anything to help me move. I have a chronic, non-reversible foot disease that will eventually land me in a wheelchair. It has complicated my life in so many ways, but all I know is that if I can still move independently with whatever assistance I need, then I'm grateful for that. And I say, bring on the walker and bring on the cane. I, too, look at runners or people wearing adorable shoes and think, do you realize how lucky you are? But as you all talked about today, I am tired of feeling broken. I'm tired of people asking me when I'll be done with my cane or the walker. Even my doctors question if I still need them. Now that makes me second guess myself and wonder if I'm not trying hard enough to be fixed or normal. And then I think, buddy, you try walking with these broken feet and then get back to me. I must look the fool strolling around our neighborhood every day, but who cares? And as I'm listening to your podcast and yelling out loud, me too, or damn straight, it makes me feel better and not so all alone. So I say grab your cane, walker, wheelchair, or anything else you need to keep some sort of independence and live your life. Just like you two champion us to do every day on your beautiful podcast. Much love, Kim.
Oh, I love that, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
What a fucking badass. Taking
man.
your walker out for an hour walk. I need to shut the fuck up.
We were just talked about 5 minutes being taxing. Come on.
I want to slap myself in the face. You're right. You're right. And I think that's like what I was trying to get at before a little bit was like, if I can still move and do it independently, I'm going to just fucking try and be grateful for it. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because you know there is a possibility that you might not have that ability one day, and kind of so do we. We just don't know. We just don't know how it's going to manifest or where it's going to go. So I never want to look back on today when I know what I can kind of do and not feel regret that I didn't do it because of the fear of one day not being able to,
Yeah. I mean, take heed from me. I kind of just laid here. I've been laying here for so many months now, and everything's harder. Everything is freaking harder. And it's like, is this my new normal? Or am I just in a place of like such weakness because I have no muscle mass on my legs anymore? I have nothing in my arms. I can't, open a jar, but it doesn't feel messy. It feels like I don't have any strength anymore. And I know I need to get out there and do that. I need to. But then I'm like, when I've just talked about this, the second my feet hit the ground and they hurt, I'm like, fuck that. Nope, not doing it. I don't want to be in pain today. I just want to lay here. But that's not helping me. And it's not helping you guys listening to me be like that. Don't be like that. Just don't. Get up.
This is what these conversations are for. There's no mistake. Well, let me read this next one and then we'll continue this conversation. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, ladies. I just wanted to thank you so much for your podcasts. Listening to you each week makes me feel less alone. Like Christina, I've been holed up and in a deep mourning period. I sit in my room most days and nights, devastated that my life will no longer look like it once did or how I once imagined it. The people around me have let me live in this state out of respect for what I've been going through. But the truth of the matter is that I don't want to be in that space anymore. What can I do to break out of it? What have you found that's helpful? I don't want to live in this state of depression anymore. I want to live my life again. Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca. Boo. Not you, just boo. I know. We just were talking about this, but
First of all, I think what you need to do, you're already doing by saying that you don't want to do this anymore and you want to live your life. It is you have honored, rightfully so, how much this sucks. How incredibly devastating it is to have your life be altered in a way that doesn't look like it used to, and possibly or probably most likely will not look like what you thought it would. But that doesn't mean that you can't still live your life. Like you said, there has to be, you deserve that. And same with you, Christina. I feel it in you. I feel like you're really wanting to break out of this. And as your friend, like, it makes me emotional because that's like, I want nothing more for you because you deserve that. What you're feeling right now, yes, sure, part of it is MS, but anyone who has been in the bed for this long would feel this weak. And I say that because I want you to know that you can get a lot of that strength back. I know it because you are a strong motherfucker. And Rebecca, I'm talking to you and everyone in this, like, and I'm talking to myself in my moments. It doesn't mean that you still can't have moments every day to allow yourself to sit in that, because that is real and it's necessary. It is necessary. It is the gift that this friendship with Christina has given me. I have years of just never letting myself feel that has just given me so much more strength and so much more clarity. But there's just, I have seen firsthand that there's, even if it's centimeters of improvement, it's still a little bit of something. Like, I just don't believe that any of us were given this to just waste away. Like, it doesn't mean that you are like not allowed to enjoy your life to whatever capacity that is. You just have to look at it differently. You just have to look at yourself differently and love yourself differently. Because you deserve it and you're worth it. And everybody around you, I know, wants that for you the way we do.
yeah, I know. I just, yeah.
And it's nothing to feel bad about. It's like,
no, it's because I know I do get angry at myself for laying here, but sometimes I just can't. It's like I've done it. You know, I danced on a broken foot for a year on Broadway, and I was in such pain every single show.
yeah.
But I had a mission and I was strong and I had determination and a will. And it's like that will in me is just gone right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to push through pain. I don't want to physically hurt anymore. So
But
if that means laying here,
yeah,
then that means laying here for right now. But I know when my PT guy is here and we work, I know I feel a little bit better afterwards. I do. But life just keeps kind of happening and stalling that process.
So what if we set the goals just so small? Just so small. Like a consistent once a week or twice a week.
Yeah, I mean, just he and I will make the plan, and then like one time I'm ended up in the hospital, and then one time, Sadie, something with Sadie, or and it's not like I'm not working with him. I mean, we're trying to work out Friday, so I'm tomorrow or whatever. It's Tuesday. Just kidding, guys. It's really not Tuesday.
It's podcast world. There's no time or space.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get there.
Well, Rebecca, set small goals for yourself. Set realistic, achievable, small goals. So whether that's a walk around your house with somebody holding your hand, stretching every night before bed, meditating, journaling, like something that is an act of self-love, because I think that any act of self-love and self-care translate. Don't get overwhelmed. I can feel pressure. You watch all these people on Instagram that are like red light and water and tea and supplements and this and that, and you can get overwhelmed that you're not doing them all, so nothing would work. No, keep it simple, keep it achievable. Movement is possible in the smallest of ways that will make you the biggest difference in your life. I promise.
Amen, girl. Support for Messy comes from iRestore.
March is here, and it is the perfect time to reset your skin for the new season. This spring, treat yourself with my favorite thing on my nightstand. Gift yourself some glowing skin with the iRestore Illumina Face Mask. With 360 medical-grade LEDs, it packs double the power of most other masks. It has a combo of red, infrared, and blue light, which targets wrinkles, acne, sun damage, inflammation. So basically, your skin gets a serious reset just in time for spring. And by the way, this thing is so comfortable. I throw it on. I binge watch my favorite shows. I've got a little rechargeable remote. You can literally do it anywhere. The self-care part of it is so easy. I've noticed a significant difference in my skin. And when I say that, I'm doing 10-minute sessions 3 to 5 times a week. Anyone can stick with that plan. In a clinical study, 90% of people saw a reduction in wrinkles, reduction in redness, and pore size with iRestore's Illumina Face Mask. Red light therapy is not just a fad, guys. It's clinically proven to work.
Give your skin the love it deserves this spring. For a limited time only, our listeners get, oh my God, I didn't even know this, $205 off their Illumina Face Mask with code MESSY25 at iRestoreLaser.com. That's $205 off the Illumina Face Mask with code MESSY25 at iRestoreLaser.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Unlock your best skin with iRestore.
Support for Messy comes from Lumi.
Yeah. So our listeners have heard me speak upon the Lumi for a while. I am obsessed. Lumi. It's okay. I've been asked, where in your body have you tried using Lumi? Everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. Okay. In the pits, in the bits, and your other bits. And there's such a nice thing about getting out of the shower. You're like nice and clean, and you spray this on. And I've talked about this a lot. I'm sorry, guys. I don't shower every single day. So I do need something like this that is powerful and potent and amazing and smells delicious. And I always smell super good in all my bits.
That's right. And when she's talking about the bits, she's talking pits, underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, feet. It is the #1 whole body deodorant formula. It is baking soda free, paraben free, pH balanced. So that's why it's safe to use below the waist. And they have this beautiful variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, or toasted coconut. And they also just released, I haven't smelled this one yet. Have you? Vanilla Bliss?
I haven't. I just don't know if I want my bits to smell like vanilla, but I think it's probably delicious and I'm going to try it. I'm going to get it right now.
I think you should. I do.
So if you want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now, you can now find them in, which is so exciting because it used to just be online. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Target and other retailers across the country. For the best deals, go to LumiDeodorant.com.
Wow. Well, Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers will get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off their starter pack. So use code MESS for 15% off your first purchase at lumideodorant.com. That's code MESS at LUMEDEODORANT.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Lumi. Hi, my name is Bonnie. I am 29 years old and I am from London, England. I wanted to write in for a long time. I listen to your podcast every week, and I can honestly say it has changed my life. I was recently diagnosed with MS. I first started listening when my doctors told me it was a possibility, and at that time, I felt like my life was over. I had just landed my dream job teaching at an incredible Sen school, and I thought all of that was about to be taken away from me. But your podcast saved me. You made me realize that my life wasn't over, that I wasn't alone, and that I didn't have to be scared or ashamed. Because of you, I found the strength to keep going. I truly love and appreciate you both so much. I hope you never stop making these podcasts because you are helping so many people like me. You made my diagnosis easier to face, and for that, I can't thank you enough. During my diagnosis, I spoke to a doctor about signs of MS on my MRI scans. He refused to refer me to a neurologist, saying there's no cure anyway. Wow. But thanks to your
Whoa.
podcast, I already knew better. I knew there were treatments and support available that could help me. You taught me to advocate for myself, and I fought to get the care I need. I'm also incredibly lucky to have a wonderful supportive partner by my side. She encourages me every day to keep going and be brave and to remember that I'm never alone in this fight. Now I'm finally on the right track. I have a fantastic neurologist who listens, supports, and has put together a strong treatment plan that I'll be starting soon. Thanks to you, I feel brave, strong, and hopeful for my future. My life isn't over because of this awful disease. I'm still here, still fighting, and still dreaming. Thank you for everything. Oh, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
We
Who do I
love
have to
you.
punch? But no, it's okay. I think we're in the right track now. But it just makes me feel really happy because maybe I should listen to our podcast and feel less fatalistic about everything too at some point. But I'm so happy that you were listening when you were told that there was nothing you could do because, hey, if I didn't have a great doctor and, I would have thought the same because I didn't know much about it. I thought you get it and then you die. Period. End of story. That's what I always thought. So that doesn't have to be the case, Bonnie, and you're doing it. I mean, I know people, well, Jamie, of course, has been there 24 years now.
Yeah.
And we have other friends that at 40 years. There are women in their 80s who are like riding, Soul Cycle and stuff like that.
Riding dirty.
Riding dirty. That's what my neurologist said to me. He's like, don't even worry. He goes, I have women in their 80s coming in here in their heels and their hats. So I thought I was going to be in heels and hats. I'm not. but I love the image of heels and hats.
That is, I love it. Heels and hats. That's the name of this episode. Allison's nodding her head. She's in agreement. Heels and hats. What a great title. Yeah. Well, listen, when you have something like MS, having a good doctor that you feel comfortable with and you feel seen and heard and taken care of is like, to me, like top of the list of what you need to go find. So I'm so glad that you advocated for yourself and found that.
Yeah. So keep that dreaming.
Yes, Bonnie.
That dream can become a reality, I believe. I gotta believe in miracles, Bonnie.
Yep.
You know
when what they say, and you know this, and I know you've heard it, like They also say a miracle is really just a shift in perception, right?
Yep. I would love that Reverend Michael always would say that luck is living under cosmic knowledge. That there is no such thing as luck. It's staying in a space. And
Can
that
we have
space
him
is
back
creating.
on?
Yeah, I know. Can we just have him move in?
We just have him
Can we
move in with us.
Seriously? I would be like doing marathons, I have a feeling.
Can you
Reverend Michael
imagine if
lived,
he just
like,
was
in my
sitting
house.
in your kitchen every day when you walk
Every
down?
day. It's like, get up. Let's go. Let's do yoga. Oh my God. Have you tried it? I don't know if you do yoga, but I used to do Ashtanga for years and years, like 6 days a week.
Wow.
And I tried to, like a few months ago, do a chaturanga, which is, like that push-up plank kind of position.
Yeah.
No, I just fell straight on my face. Fell straight
Well,
on my face.
you're going right to the hard shit.
No, that's just a thing. That's part of like a vinyasa. It's part of like
Right.
the easy part.
You know,
And
they
I'm
have like yoga for MS. Have you ever looked it up on YouTube?
I have not.
It's like, and they'll have like chair yoga for MS, like all different levels. I used to actually do it often. Maybe now
I'll
this
look
is
it
my
up
sign to
because
do it again.
I missed yoga. I miss yoga, but it's been a long time. But I was like, you know what? Let me stretch. So, I went up to the thingy majiggy, then down and put my head up and tried to jump back into chaturanga and like literally like I had nothing in my arms. Couldn't even push up to like get off the ground. So I have to do yoga very slowly, apparently, or else something's going to snap.
We'll get that strength back, my friend.
Yep. I know.
Dear Christina and Jamie, thank you so much for creating this podcast. It has been a game changer for me. I am 56 years old and was officially diagnosed about 14 years ago with a rare neuromuscular disease that falls under the muscular dystrophy tree. It mostly affects my hips and legs. I can relate so much to Jamie's stories about going to restaurants and places early so people don't see me walking slowly and sometimes with a limp or a waddle. Sometimes I will even drive to a place a day early just to check out the landscape. Stairs are my nemesis, and I've canceled so many invites last minute because I don't want people staring at me trying to navigate the stairs. I've tried to hide this disease for many years, and I'm not at the point that I don't want to hide. Am not at the point that I don't want to hide anymore. I have given way too much of my energy to this disease, and I am working hard on taking my power back. As Christina has said, live in my body for a day. I think if people without disabilities could sit in our bodies, if even for an hour, they would maybe get it. It's so hard to explain to an able-bodied person that feeling of frustration, weakness, and sadness. Thank you for taking some of my sadness away. You truly are the A team in my eyes. With love, Erica.
Oh, Erica. Every time someone talks about like being in our bodies for a second, I think of that Depeche Mode song called Try Walking in My Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll stumble in my footsteps, make the same mistakes that I made. That's what I think about all the time. And then I feel bad about like going like, if you only knew, like on my high horse of disability, if you only knew how hard it is to be me. And then I'm like, what an ass. But you know what? Because I would never wish that upon anyone to try walking in my shoes. And I don't want them to stumble in my footsteps. But sometimes, yeah, that feeling of like, you don't understand. Just because I walked today without flinching or crying doesn't mean that I'm not suffering and struggling. And I get it. It's exhausting, Erica. I totally know it's exhausting. But when you hide it too, you have to try that much harder.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big proponent of, we've talked about this a lot, boundaries, letting people understand. And so you don't have to get it, guys. You don't have to get it. Just understand this is all I can do.
Yeah. I think you're also like, you're not an ass for feeling that way. I think if you actually allowed yourself a moment to be curious about like why you feel that way, all it is really like, to me, like a need to be seen. Like you just need to be seen of how hard your life is right now. Because the truth is, people can't know. They don't. They cannot. They can try, but they just don't get it. And that's, I think, what people are saying when they write in about this podcast and it changing their life is like, oh my God, I am seen. It is so important for our healing and our lives in whatever struggle we're having to be seen. So yes, that feeling of like, if you only fucking knew is just because you need that, you need your pain to be witnessed. It's really
Yeah, but
hard.
that's the reason I feel like an ass. Most of the time I feel like an ass because if someone starts to, this is something I have to work on because I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's okay, because if someone starts to complain to me about something that I find completely innocuous,
Mm-hmm.
I like have vicious like hatred in my heart for everything that they're saying out of their mouth hole. Like I'm like, seriously, are you seriously complaining? And then I'm like, what is that about? Because everybody hurts the same amount of hurt, regardless of what the level of severity of the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
They're still feeling hurt. They're
Yeah.
still dealing with something. And yet, for some reason, I'm like, try walking in my shoes.
Yeah.
And why are you complaining to me about this? But then I'm like, oh my God, then I'm not being a good friend. All those things. That's what I mean. Like,
I know.
I feel like an ass.
You're not though. You're a human being that's like going through something that's really difficult. And, you know, anytime we feel anger, right? And you only time you have anger or any kind of feeling like that, it's because of an injustice. So it just feels like it feels like an injustice and disrespectful to your pain, which I understand. But I think you can also look at it as an opportunity to give perspective. I mean, I used to get pissed when my friends would tell me this, but now I get it. Like my friend Toby says to me all the time, she's like, Jamie, you're like my barometer for, you're like my place of perspective. Like you're a lot of things to me, but a lot of the time I'll look at you and be like,
At least I ain't Jamie.
kind of. And I take it now with like, you know, love, because I understand what she means. And I understand, I think what she was trying to say was like, I wish you could see that you do give a gift to people of that and like remind us of that. And I think there will be a time where you will feel more that than, you know, getting frustrated with yourself about whatever reaction you may have. You know what I mean?
I get more frustrated with people complaining than I am with my own self.
I get it.
I'm like, can you just not? The other day, actually, and I felt so awful. Someone said something to me about someone that we know, they're going through something. And I said, I don't care. Like, I don't think I said, I don't care. I was like, I can't take that on right now. And I felt
totally
awful.
Fair and valid.
But it was like, I really couldn't in that moment. And it wasn't because of my MS too. It was like, I was having an episode in my stomach too, which would, if I'm having my stomach stuff, if I move even 1 inch, I throw up. Like even one, like I'm having it a little bit today. So I'm having a little trouble. And that's why my voice is so weird, because of my acid reflux has been so bad today. And I've already thrown up. You're welcome, guys, for my stories. But yeah, so I don't know what I was just saying, but I made a point somewhere in there.
That somebody was telling you about something and you're like, I just can't. I was like,
no, I can't take that on. I just can't.
That's a boundary. That's okay. It doesn't mean you don't have compassion or love for the person. You're like, I don't have the space to offer for this right now because I have too much on my plate. And that's like, great.
And I take all of Sadie on. All.
I know.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the minuscule, the intense. It literally physically affects me. Like as if I'm going through what she's going through. I feel it in my spirit. And I'm going to cry. Her, when she's in pain, I'm in 10 times more pain because I want to take all of it away from her. So I'm already I'm so filled with stuff that I can't take on your shit sometimes, guys. I'm so sorry.
No one would ever, I can't imagine ever anybody having any negative reaction to a beautifully honest, vulnerable moment of just like, I don't have the bandwidth. I can't take it on.
I guess.
That's okay.
But what if the shoe was on the other foot, you know?
Support comes from AG1.
Just like people declutter their homes in March, it's also a great time to refresh your nutrition and daily habits. Feeling refreshed and ready starts in your gut, guys. And the pre-probiotics in AG1 helps to support digestion.
It's true. Let me start with how AG1 tastes really good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it.
It's like not like a chalky, powdery taste. You shake it up with some cold water. That's how I like it. I drink it first thing in the morning before anything goes into my system. And I feel like it really helps with my digestion, my energy levels. It's supposed to help with skin health, cravings. I've really noticed a big difference in how I feel when I've adapted AG1 into my daily routines.
I'm going to tell a personal story. I was having so many issues in my gut for so long, and my bathroom situations were no buens for a very long time. Started drinking this. I'm sorry. Hello. I feel like a teenager.
That's
in my bathroom experiences.
I'll do anything that makes you feel like a teenager again. And we should also say that AG1 is made with high quality ingredients. So there's no artificial junk. It's tested for over 500 herbicides and pesticides. So you should feel good about what you're putting into your body.
When it comes to my health, I want something I can trust. Seriously. And that's why I choose AG1. With science-backed ingredients and real benefits I can feel, AG1 makes it easy to support overall wellness every day. And that's why we have been partnering with AG1 for so long. And AG1 is offering new subscribers a free, $76 gift when you sign up. You'll get a welcome kit, a bottle of D3K2, and 5 free travel packs in your first box, which is great. If you're on the run and you're feeling sluggish, pop it into some cold water. Yippee yappee you. So make sure to check out drinkag1.com/messy to get this offer. That's drinkag1.com/messy to start your new year on a healthier note.
Support for Messy comes from Sleep Number. There's a reason the Sleep Number Smart Bed is the #1 best bed for couples. It's because you can each choose what's right for you, whenever you like. Firmer or softer on either side? Sleep Number does that. One side cooler and the other side warmer? Sleep Number does that too. You have to feel it to believe it. Find the bed that's for both of you only at a Sleep Number store. We spend so much time in our bed, you guys, and we know our rest is important for our recovery, for our strength, for our energy. There is no reason why you should feel like you need to compromise when it comes to your sleep. And 9 out of 10 couples say that they sleep better on a Sleep Number Smart Bed. You can adjust the firmness on each side. It also helps keep you asleep because the Sleep Number Smart Beds automatically respond and they adjust to your movements so you sleep comfortably all night long. Can you imagine getting full body support all night long? So then in turn, it improves your sleep quality. It also can keep you cool throughout the night because the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed lets you adjust up to 15 degrees cooler on either side. So it's perfect for couples who struggle with sleeping too hot. So why choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? So you can choose your ideal comfort on either side. The only smart bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. Sleep Number Smart Beds start at $9.99, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
That's what I think. Like, what if the shoe was on the other foot and I needed someone and they're like, can't take it on? How would I feel? I don't know.
Could you find somebody else?
I don't have that many anybody else's out here. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Wow, I spend so much time talking about how I can't deal with it. What if someone did that to me? What if they just didn't want to deal with me?
But if somebody genuinely said to you, like, I am dealing with this, 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 and this, I am so sorry. I can't. I think you'd understand.
I guess so, but I think I protect myself by not asking for help
Sure.
emotionally. If I'm having a rough one, it's you, or just by myself. I just want to be by myself. I just want to cry alone.
Yeah.
And I don't
You
want to
disassociate.
burden anyone with my bull.
I do that too still, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's like my solitude is like where I feel safe because for decades that's the only place I could go. That only place I could actually rely on was just myself. And it wasn't healthy, but
Same.
you just didn't. Yeah. And it comes from, I've been actually learning a lot about this in childhood, like attachment patterns. And that like certain things in my childhood, because I didn't feel like safe in certain parental relationships, I didn't have a community or a safe place to go to. I would just turn within. And when you turn within, especially as a child, which I know you had to do a lot, Christina, like
no offense, Mom.
And we've talked about, and that's turning anger within, that's turning rage within. That's like, that gets to the whole other conversation of what, we've lightly touched on of just the energy of, I think there's a lot of different ways that diseases can manifest. But I wholeheartedly believe that part of this is the inner turned turmoil that we had no idea we were doing as young children and young adults, and even up until very recently. But I do believe that with that said, that there is an undoing that is possible and some healing that is possible in that same like road.
Absolutely. Lady.
Do we have time for one more? Yes. Okay. Jamie and Christina, I adore you both as actresses, and that brought me to your podcast. I look forward every week to hear you both as you have the best chemistry mixed with raw emotions, laughter, being silly, and real all at the same time. I have family members that have MS. My dad and cousin have Parkinson's, and as everyone does, I have my own stuff in life, being a mom, struggles with anxiety for over 20 years. But you both are truly such inspirations, and I can't wait for your books to come out. When will that be, by the way? Christina, I so relate to your obsession with The Housewives. Mine is not that show, but I have a show I could see 10 times a day. It's my comfort and brings me joy. I even listen to it in the background when driving and going through my anxious moments to center me. That's weird, I know. Not weird at all, by the way. Totally get it. Sending you both massive love, joyful hearts, and most of all, please keep laughing and doing what you're doing. It's truly helping people, and not just people with MS. And P.S., I think you both should do a series together, just putting it out there in the universe. I'd be your biggest fan. Big hugs, Christina. You don't have to ask me twice.
Wait, I didn't write this in.
Is this your way of asking me to do a show with you, Christina? Fine.
I think that's it. Let's do a show together, Jamie.
Let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
Wait,
from a
what
bed.
is she talking about? Is it this show that she's talking about, or does she have another show that she doesn't?
She wants us to do a TV show together.
Oh God, I need help. I can't understand anything.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, thank you, Jamie. But now I want to talk about Housewives. I'm obsessed.
Let's fucking do it.
I haven't finished Potomac this week.
I don't do Potomac.
I know you don't.
I know.
Okay.
Summer
do
House
Married to Medicine.
Don't do Married to Medicine.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Baseball season has begun. I'm limited with what I can do.
Okay. I understand.
Yes.
Salt Lake City?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Have you seen Brittany from Salt Lake City's unhinged Instagram videos of her singing in public places? It's pretty epic.
No. Oh my God.
Also, I need to send you footage. She was once in a Christmas movie with Tori Spelling where they played singers. Oh my God, I have so many things to send you.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Where do you stand on Bronwyn?
Where do I stand? I don't know.
I know. I love her, but I'm like, the necklace thing was weird.
No, that was all lies.
I know.
We're not calling you a liar, Bronwyn, but we also know you're making a television program. So but we can also smell when someone's making a television program and isn't just being their authentic selves.
And when she's her authentic real self, she's fucking rad.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I
Yeah.
can see where it's the premeditation of what's being said. It's like with Whitney, whom I love, right? I watched her. You can watch her make her decision to like say something really, really offensive and like rude and bring something up at the table. And knowing people who have worked on these shows in the background, they do that. They say, this dinner is boring. Can someone bring up the affair that so-and-so had with so-and-so? Like literally like pushing the narrative.
Yeah.
But that's why I loved like when Dory got so pissed off at Camille a couple weeks ago on Beverly Hills. And she's like, do you need a moment? Is that why you're here? Do you need a moment? It was just so good. It was so like,
so good.
It's like breaking the fourth wall. So,
they should do like a Make-A-Wish for you and I where we just get to be like in the van on a housewife day.
It's really grim. But yeah, I mean, I think that would be
I don't
really
know
nice.
how else to make it happen. Well, we can. We have feels out to Andy Cohen about having him on. So maybe when we have him on, we'll really butter him up. We'll make him feel so bad for us.
So bad. Let's like be like really and like I'll start having like my twitches, like really bad twitching,
just
and
start
stuff
vomiting.
Like that. I'm almost might vomit right now. So we're good. Nothing. A little Alka-Seltzer won't help, but I'll probably vomit up.
Should I pull a card?
Yeah, let's pull a card.
Okay. Destiny is no matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved.
Alrighty then. And?
Little achievable goals.
There you go.
And so it is.
So it is. This show is executive produced by Christina Applegate, Jamie-Lynn Sigler, and Allison Bresnick. Our audio engineer is Josh Windisch.
And if you want to show us some love, don't forget to leave the show a rating or review. Hi, it's Jamie. Thanks for listening. I just want to let you know I am a paid spokesperson for Novartis, but this podcast is independent from my collaboration with Novartis.